Welcome back, Whalers fam, to another bowling video. This time it's TGIF Friday Bowling. This is one of my weaker leagues out of the three so far this season. Average is still the same going into this one, where it is now at 180. However, we've been dealt a curveball in the season, sadly, where once again, schedule change. You kind of got to be ready for anything in the summer leagues, I guess, and anything can change suddenly, and that's exactly what happened here. We did swap out our second bowler with another teammate of ours. Maria will be joining us tonight. She previously has been in a couple of these videos. If you have watched the Wednesday Night Mix playlist, you'll know exactly who she is. But also another curveball, the bigger one of them all in comparison to our substitution. We are bowling a like literally brand new team that hasn't really league bowled in years. So the equipment they'll be using is house balls and all that good stuff. No slamming, obviously, of it. But yeah, just completely new team. So we don't really know what they're going to do, what they're capable of. Pretty much, it's one of those evenings. If we can all make average the same way, there's a good chance we can take the 2 points. So it's going to take a lot of work tonight to be able to handle it, and you'll find out how we get started right now. All right, so we're at the end of game one, or well, basically at the end of game one here. Just a handful of frames to go, obviously. So far it's kind of obvious, actually, now looking back at this slightly, that the Rhino uh, is kind of tougher to hook on what we're bowling on at the moment. So I don't know. There might actually be a change at the Rhino ball tonight to Into the Vibe, but you'll find out if that happens or not. Maria's going to get a nice strike here with the Rhino. She's kind of having the same problems that I'm seeing with the Rhino. I mean, I'm still hooking relatively decent with it, so I keep it out for now, though. Um, but yeah, we kind of had a couple of miscues on spares in this one. The second frame, having like all the pins on the left side still up and only taking four out of them, leaving the seven. Kind of weird though, because I don't think I would be the 7 any other time. But regardless of that, it's an open and then a miscue on the right side with the spare ball as well. Only chopping one of those. So other than that, though, we've had a really solid game. We're kind of fighting for our lives here in the 10th frame, where we have to strike our way to average. So we just need some count here in this fill ball, and we should be able to get to average with no problem. I wish I got to actually go at that split at the end, but it's what it is. That's why it's a fill ball. But yeah, so ultimately, after stats, I'll show the difference because I do have the actual stats in now, because it's been a or like it's been a few days since I've bowled on this video, so I'll be able to show you the exact differences at the end of each game, but not during it because the other team is establishing. This was their first week of bowling, even though they came in late. So you'll see how much we won by in this one, but we do go on to win it, thankfully. So you'll just have to see how the other two games play out, but I will show those differences after each game so that way you get a general gist of what's going on. But anytime we can get everybody as close as we can to average tonight, it basically helps us out, and then we can kind of figure out like what the difference is going to be and need for each game to be a win. So um, that's kind of where we're at. So it's got to be average. If we don't bowl average, we're not going to take 2 points. It's that simple of a concept tonight. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and move this on to game two. Not too bad of a start so far. Moving on with the evening now in game two, we split. Kind of some things to talk about already. I did actually give myself a decent chance on that split where one of the pins was kind of making its way back over. So I guess not bad attempt. Our first open with the baby split on the right side, it had potential and it was the right ball to throw, but sadly the problem with that was the Rhino didn't come back over fast enough. Like maybe like a it needed like maybe a second sooner, and I would have picked it up completely. The other open we had, which was I believe the fifth frame or something like that, that we used the wrong ball there. We used the Rhino to pick up the 610, and it turns out we don't really we used the wrong ball. The Rhino was not a good play on it. Should have white dotted up, stood a little bit further right to get it, but instead we come away with nothing there. Split open. I do move to the radioactive vibe as I was talking about in game one, kind of inevitable with the way things were going. So we went radioactive vibe to start feeling it out. You know, we're already gonna miss average, so might as well use the time to get ready to go before game three. And that's exactly what I did here with the radio. So the shots were okay, not terrible. Once again, split on the fill ball, and we hit a 10 pin, first 10 pin on the video for this one as well, that we took care of business on, so not too bad. You're not really seeing many clips of my dad because he didn't really give me much to clip this week. That and he pretty much split literally everything, figuratively speaking. Um, So yeah, either way, we are going to go on to lose game two. I don't know how much it's by, but all I know is we won the first one. I didn't even look at the numbers. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of part of, once again, why you have to hit average against a brand new team because you don't know if, um, you just never know when you get your chance to actually pounce on it, take a couple points, so on and so forth. So that's kind of once again the importance of why I'm talking about average a bit more tonight. But either way, I think we look a little bit better. Just the score sucks. Don't get me wrong, but um, luckily, with me moving to the vibe, we have something else we can build on now, and we don't have to go to that Rhino as much. So realistically, all game three is going to be is just me really working on getting that vibe set up good, and go for a high game, and see what we can work with to close out this Friday night. On to game three. Also, if you like the content so far, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Helps us out a ton here on YouTube as we continue to grow. The channel has just surpassed 350 subscribers. Thank you for your support.
late model, much less a lawnmower.
Alrighty, well, welcome back to that. That's pretty much a breakdown of how I felt after this bowling series. And talk about this stiff leave I leave right here. But we only have one open so far through this third game though, so we're bowling great again, which is awesome. Into the ninth frame now, we're gonna set ourselves up for the 10th, and we strike with no problem there. Onto the 10th frame now, where we have a chance to get 200, which would be really nice to finish off what has been pretty much a dumpster fire evening. We strike on the first ball. Second ball is going to go up here. It feels actually really good. The vibe at this point in the evening, leave a 10 pin. But I'm going to go take this 10 pin down and get 215 to finish the evening. I have a solid ending and we save our average. So average city, or not average city, average in general is going to be pretty much just above 180 tonight. And as you can see, well, why my dad isn't in many of these clips is because, well, I don't know. He just was really off on this particular league night. He's been bowling good every other week, so I don't know what's been going on there. But anyways, stat breakdown: 183, 147, 215 for 545. That's 5 pins over my average, so we're going to average over 180 on this video. And we only take 2 out of the 9 on the bottom, and our record now drops to 18 and 27. 9-0 next week puts us at 500, and we can probably start working on it after that. We do go to position round this upcoming Friday, so we'll just have to see how we fare. Hopefully, we have a much better performance from everybody. But yeah, we're just missing an average on a couple areas throughout the night, and it cost us pretty big in the end. So that's kind of what you're seeing here, unfortunately. Just missed averages in games 2 and 3, and that pretty much costed us a decent outing at the bowling alley on this Friday. If you guys like the content in this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Helps us continue to grow, as I mentioned earlier. Our next League Night video will be Monday Night Trios. Nothing tournament-wise coming up for a couple weeks. So it's all just going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday vlogs coming out. So I get to take a slight break in the editing process because I've been at it for a while now. But thank you for your continued support of the videos, and I will catch you soon.